Today, I have officially played my current CRK account for 200 days. Well, 202 technically, but let's not talk about that. And so far, I have stayed completely free to play, not a single cent spent towards this game. And today, I felt like doing a account tour slash review, going through my achievements, my progression, and my goals for my account. So starting off with the kingdom side, as well as the cookie side, we have our promotions. Now, my promotions are actually pretty damn good. My awakened promotions are all right. My ancient promotions are all right. Ignore White Lily because just for context, I did take quite a long break between the start of the Sound Salt update and then the end of the White Lily update. That was like what, nearly 8 weeks total. And throughout that time, I only did like guild battles every week just so I won't get kicked by my guild, but I basically did nothing else. So yeah, even though this is a 200-day-old account, really I only have like 160 days worth of progression. But moving on, my beast promotions are actually really, really good, especially Eternal Sugar. So to give context again, when I started this account, it was a reroll account where I rerolled for Eternal Sugar off of the Gacha of Fate banner. And then I got her again with like Trey Pulse and new player crystals. And then I got her again. And then I got a double during the Seltzer and Menthol banner. And then I got her again. And then last update, which is the Millennial Tree update, I got her twice from random single pulls. And then this update, I already got her twice via the super epic rate up gacha. And then the gacha of fate through a ticket. So yeah, and then a third time through the Dominion of the Beasts. So considering how lucky I've gotten with specifically Eternal Sugar, I've decided that I'm going to Six Ascension her someday, probably within this year, but yeah, someday. And then Shadow Milk, Mystic Flower, Burning Spice, they're all about what you would expect, especially Silent Salt. Because, like, again, I didn't play during his update. I got like 15 Soul Stones, and then I got 5 Soul Stones from pulls, and then I've been slowly getting a few Soul Stones here and there, and now he's 1 star. Isn't that fun? Meanwhile, my legendary promotions are actually really good. Everybody except for Millennial Tree, which obviously is 4 stars and above, with Wind Archer coming in at 1 Ascension and Stormbringer coming in at 5 stars. So, when I started this account, it was the Bunny slash Stormbringer Crystal Jam update, which means that they were actually running a all legendary up crystal gacha during that time. And as a new player, you get legitimately like 500,000 crystals. So all of my crystals went towards that. And so I have a lot of legendary soul stones. And then as for Wind Archer and Stormbringer, well, since I started playing when Stormbringer got her crystal gem, and then recently when Archer got his crystal gem, I was able to catch their rerun event banners. And I don't remember how many Stormbringers I got from the Stormbringer rerun, but for Wind Archer, I got 2 of him plus 1 through the pity. So yeah, he's actually ascended. So an ascended legendary within 200 days of playing and everyone else at 4 stars is actually pretty good. Millennial Tree, of course, I think I only got him once through the banner, once through standard, and then once through pity. I didn't get him at all through the tropical sea rates, but I mean that's kind of expected. I kind of wasted half of my tickets doing low levels, wasted the other half of my tickets by voiding them. So yeah. Meanwhile, my super epic promotions, everyone's a bit low, but that's just because super epic is legitimately the rarest rarity. And then there's Doyle. So, Doyle is my first Ascended Super Epic and by a mile, and that's because when they first released, they were released with Cave Game. And with Cave Game, you could go to the last stage, which was floor 50, and then you could actually keep farming that stage, and that stage dropped 3 Doyle Soul Stones. So once you actually reached floor 50, you could get like 6 or 9 Soul Stones a day, which was insane. And I got them like 4 stars, almost 5 stars just from that event alone. And then I've been slowly accumulating their Soul Stones from pulls and mines, especially. So yeah, that's how I got them to 1 Ascension. Meanwhile, my epics, basically all of the important epics are 5 Ascension with other random ones like Manju and Yuge because I like their designs, and they had a lot of incentives for pulling, especially the Grandmaster's Path, I believe, which gave you bonus rewards for ascending them. And then also Cream Soda and Seltzer because they were on the Epic Party banner that's out right now. While also my mental was 5A, so I couldn't get him from the Epic Party banner because he's already 5A. And then everyone else has a few ascensions here and there. And then I do have a bunch of 5-star epics. Whoops, let me just do that real quick. From just, again, accumulating soulstones here and there. From pulls, from soulstone chests, from Monster Menace, from dark mode, from rewards here and there. So yeah. And overall, if we look at the bonds, my bonds are okay-ish. I'm working on them. I did spend a lot of mileage on treasures recently because of the whistle and the vessel being arguably the best PvE and PvP treasure respectively. So yeah, I had to dump my mileage on getting both of them to level 12. But before that, and after I got my guildies to 5 stars, I was actually working on my bonds, because that is what you should be spending your mileage on after you've gotten your guildies to 5 stars. Yeah, so Madeline 5 stars, Espresso 4 stars, these two at 3 stars. This is a bit unfortunate because there's way too many epics that I need to work on for that. Same thing here, but you get Licorice 5 stars for free from the Star Spire eventually. Same thing here, yeah. And if we look at the higher tier bonds, I'm unfortunately bottlenecked by Snapdragon here, but I think I need to work on my bunny promotions first. After that, I'll probably work on Snapdragon. So that's going to be a long time before I get this decently raised. These two at 4 stars, pretty nice. My Ancient Bond is at 3 stars. White Lily is close to 4 stars. Meanwhile, my Dark Cacao is going to be a bit of a bottleneck. And then these, I'm just waiting for these. Oops. Oh, it's okay. I'm still bottlenecked by Lime. Okay, she's not in the gacha mileage yet. So I'm okay. My regular bonds are pretty alright. Just something I'm working on in the background. But my costume bonds are garbage, like actual garbage. I only have 3% amplify buff, and then I have a few HP percent bonds here and there, and then only 1.5% crit. I would like to say that my lack of amplify bonds is just a luck issue. I pulled on the all legendary rerun rate up banner, and then I got Wind Archer, and then I got Stormbringer. So that was very annoying. And then I got dupes. So that was even more annoying. So yeah, that one isn't. That's just RNG. That's the way the cookie crumbles. And this is, I'm surprised I actually even got a costume considering I took a break, but hey, 1.5 crit isn't too bad. I just need to wait until next year. Wait, actually, yeah, next year for this to be a reasonable price, or maybe if they rerun all legendaries once again, hopefully they do that. And then now I'm trying to pull for the Eternal Sugars Ink for Tragic Comedy. Not because of the bond, but because, you see, it reminds me of Evernight. Okay, now let's review our stats and our profile. So I'm currently level 64, which is kinda okay. I didn't really min-max mines too much. I mean, I did play mines, of course, but I didn't min-max it too much. And then within that time, we have 3.6k wishes, 500 trains, 300 balloons, all of the important landmarks, yada yada. As for game modes, I am done with Crispia, Beasties. I'm just procrastinating. I can do all of it. I'm just procrastinating. I'm done with the Choco Towers, obviously, and Tropical Soda Islands. I'm getting there. I do procrastinate on that as well. And I'm Cookie Castle 14 with a prosperity of nearly 100 million. Nearly. Now let's get over to the important kingdom side stuff. Labs. My production side is a bit lacking. I've started working on it. Started. Just started. I haven't done much, but it's something at the very least. because I've been focusing more on my cookie side, and I am focusing on like the important ones like HP and attack first and then defense, and then if the class is kind of dog, then I don't raise it. But the things that I find important, I'm raising it to 8 to 10 because it is worth it. And then the things that are less important, like defense or maybe like defense attack, defense the class attack, not defense the stat. So yeah, 8 to 10 on all of this. This is 8 to 7 to 8. Then this one is, again, yeah, like who uses attack as a defense cookie? Like Hollyberry, but that's only during the Eternal Sugar Raid, and that's not here anymore. So yeah, never mind that. And then the important ones, support, range, bomber, and all cookies are all level 10. And then again, level 8 to 9 for the HP, because HP is very important for PvP. Defense is a bit lower because it's bad. Crit damage is level 10 because it's important. Attack, yeah, I'm lacking. But in my defense, for this charge, in my defense, we didn't want this because the Living Abyss was kicked out, so we didn't have any like charge DPSs except like cream soda, but I'd rather just give my Dark Choco more survivability. So that's why I didn't upgrade this. Now with level 100 making Dark Choco super tanky, and then Candy Apple getting the refreshing shield buff, don't really need it anymore. The low healing attack, yeah, I did play during the PV meta. Well, I did play during PV being meta, so I've got no excuse for this. Everything else, like, you understand why. And then Alliance, I don't really need the stats. Alliance is a bit too easy, so yeah, just a little bit of attack, a little bit of defense, a little bit of HP, don't really care. I still got top 100 last season anyways. And overall, in terms of the kingdom, I've unlocked most of the production slots. Haven't upgraded my stuff entirely, but in my defense, I don't need to upgrade my jelly berries. I'm already swimming in them. I used to be swimming in biscuit flour. I don't know where it went. Yeah, I should probably upgrade my last jelly bean producer. Meanwhile, for my goods, whoops, it's pretty alright. I just do the selected first, lowest quantity, longest production normally, and that's pretty alright, especially if you buy out the coin shop. And yeah, I also did buy every production slot. I bought, oh, whoa. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, I bought all of the production slots because a lot of the times I'm gonna spend more than like 8 hours logging off. So like that's eventually gonna pay off itself by by having a bigger capacity to produce things. So I have more items. And besides, it's super cheap anyway. Crystals are basically nothing these days. And speaking of magic candies, for my magic candy progression, I have blueberry pie at plus 20, a little bit higher. I have 100 and a little bit maths. Fuzzy gummy at plus 20, but dark choco at plus 30. This is very, very important. This is legitimately like plus 2 billion on your red velvet dragon. This should be the first magic candy you max. You get like frilled jellyfish to plus 10, the living abyss ones to plus 10, and then go straight to plus 30 for this. It is actually so important. And then speaking of frilled jellyfish, she is also plus 30. I just got her plus 30 like a few hours ago, so that's pretty nice. Since we're here, we get to check out my best biscuits. My elemental Psychic Guild Boss biscuits is a 58% menthol, where's the tainted? A double gold cooldown tainted prune. I'm working on that last cooldown, but I've just ran out of radiance working on everything else. My builds for my supports are pretty bad. Like, let's look at Candy Apple. She lives anyway, and if I give crit to her, it's like what, plus 50 million at max. So like, not really worth it. I think I should probably at least try it, but anyway. And I've tried the attack speed build on her, but like, look at that. 9.1, 9.2, double blue line. Yeah, I'm not doing that. And then let's see what other elemental biscuits. Cream sodas is okay. She's not the main DPS, so it's not that important. Bypass biscuits. Let's look at my bypass biscuits. This one is insane. Like legitimately insane. 0. 0.9, 0. 0.9, 0.8, 0.3. That is, it's like 59.2 or something. Wait, hold on. It's 58.9 bypass. That's insane. This one is poverty. Then my other bypasses are like passable, kinda. Definitely, I'm definitely gonna use my anniversary biscuits on bypass because they are the most difficult stat to max aside from elemental damage, but you can't um, roll elemental damage on your anniversary biscuits anyway, because if we look at that, that is a range of 5 to 15%. And each percent has an equal chance of rolling. So yeah, it is the second hardest stat to roll behind HP percent, but I don't want to be spending my anniversary biscuit on a HP percent anything. Like the only viable one right now is support, and like how long is Millennial Tree gonna stay in the meta? He has already like a couple of flaws, and he's only just here because his numbers are higher than Hollyberry. But really, anytime DevSys can just decide to release a frontliner with bigger numbers, and Millennial Tree is gone, and that HP percent support biscuit is useless. Unlike somebody like Shadow Milk, who, as we've seen, even if they keep the numbers up, he's found a comp this season. That was very funny. What are my other elemental biscuits? Oh, I rolled a diabolical black lemonade one. This took this was actually so cheap. This was like 20,000 dough and like 600 radiance. I actually can't remember. It was like genuinely the cheapest biscuit I've had. And then a 0.6778. That is insane. My attack speed biscuit is okay. Where is the attack speed biscuit? I'm not looking for it. There it is. Two gold lines, a 0.7, and then I tried working on the 0.1, but I wasted like 2,000 radiance and then found something else to work on. So that's a bit unfortunate, but the Avatar of Destiny is gone anyway. What other good biscuits do I have? Oh, I have the anniversary biscuit here. Really a bit of a shame that's 0.8 attack speed because Black Forest has insanely difficult requirements for 2-2. So yeah, gonna hopefully reroll that into a 0.9 or a full 10%. But this is pretty good for now. And then, oh my Black Sapphire. I also robbed Dev Sisters with this Black Sapphire. It was also super cheap, and that's double gold with 0.7, 0.5. That is crazy. And that's about it for the cookies. I also have a level 63 statue and then a level 67 where is it? There it is. Cake tower. Okay. Oh, and I almost forgot the mines. I mean, I did forget. I'm doing this in editing. So mines, I'm doing mines. I'm not like skipping out on mines when I'm not taking a break, but also uh I'm not like super min-maxing mines yet because I've been working on my other account. I might be super min-maxing mines sometime, but not now. And so far, I have a level 7 to 8 on everything, which is pretty alright. Could be higher, but with the break and the fact that I started way later, and the fact that I still didn't understand mines fully until like a decent bit in, so yeah, that's not too bad. I should probably drop a mines guide sometime. As for my tarts, because wow, yeah, this account review is going everywhere. Let's look at my tarts real quick. I have an 11.9 raspberry and then a bunch of 11.6s. Uh, not a max defense, but like who cares? My peanuts are really bad. They're actually really bad. Two purple, one purple, and then everything else is blue. But to make up for it, I have a perfect 9% caramel and then a bunch of 8.9s. I have one, two, three perfect juicy apples and then 10.9s. I have 1, 2, 3 perfect chocos and then a bunch of 4.9s. I have a perfect almond and then a bunch of, no, just one 9.9. I was experimenting, and then a perfect amplify buff, and a pretty low debuff resist, but hey, I got 3 perfect chocos, 3 perfect juicy apples, a perfect caramel. I can't really complain. So, in my 200 days, what was I able to achieve? So, let's start off with the arena. I was able to achieve Grandmaster 3 once. This was, I don't know why Silent Salt is showing there. It was during the Doyle's release season, I believe. Yeah. Doyle's release season, where the meta was Awakened Hollyberry, Eternal Sugar, Shadow Milk, uh, and then like two of Doyle, Bunny, Fire Spirit, Awakened Pure Vanilla. And the team I was using, it was that Wind Archer comp that made Wind Archer tank the enemy Shadow Milk. So yeah, that was a really fun meta. And then oh, last season, I was in the middle of the season, I decided to push and then got like top 350, which was pretty insane. And then I got bored, so I didn't push, and then I got pushed down to like borderline Grandmaster 3, and then I didn't push again, so I got down to Elite 1. And then, so I was fighting for my life down at borderline Grandmaster 3, and then at the end of the season, 20 seconds left, an Elite 1 hits me, and then I lose 5 trophies, and then I'm literally 1 trophy off of Grandmaster 3. Like, hello? Like, are you being serious? That was really annoying, and it doesn't help that Millennial Tree's season was quite literally the most annoying meta ever. Sometimes you just lose to Millennial Tree not walking in range in time to cast his skill. Like, are we being for real? That's the reason why I lost. And then I also didn't have 1-star salt back then. I had 0-star salt, and my comp gave tube to salt, so that was very, very annoying to manage. And that also meant that my team was relying around Silent Salt, who is 0 stars. So a lot of the times I was literally like 1 inch off of killing the enemies. And if I just had that one promotion, I would have gotten a few more trophies, and then that few more trophies would have legitimately contributed to me being in Grandmaster 3 instead of Elite 1. That was frustrating. Anyway, for the Alliance, we can actually go to the titles because I have the Stalwart Protector title, which is awarded for Grandmaster 1 Alliance. Last season, I got like nearly top 100 running Electric with Star Coral and Eternal Sugar. It was actually really easy. Alliance is really easy. Nobody cares about Alliance, if I'm being completely honest. And honestly, I like the game mode, but also I don't care about it. I did a fun clear with Menthol 1 team to just clear hero mode, and then I'm just abandoning this game mode and doing my daily tickets with the daily refresh until like the last 3 days of the season, where I'm gonna lock in, and by lock in I mean do 3 runs with electric, get one that's like a minute and 20 seconds, and then end up Grandmaster 1. That's about it. And then as for guild, I'm currently working on guild the most out of all 3 game modes because currently I am in a Grandmaster 3 guild called Jamazon. And how do I do this without leaking damage? I'll do it in editing. Currently I am the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th highest hitter in the guild with 421 billion damage this week. And my current damage is 22.9 billion on Red Velvet Dragon, 24.3 billion on the Machine God, and then 23.4 billion on the Living Abyss. Because, let me just load this team real quick. We have dead subs on Black Forest. I'm not even building Eternal Sugar. Her damage barely matters. Look at that. That's raspberry, blueberry pie. I still have 4 dead subs. Yeah, not too happy about my wedding cake biscuit as well. It's serviceable for Shadow Milk. For wedding cake, her requirements are a bit higher, so that's a bit unfortunate. And Tuesday is whatever. But it's mainly these two. These two are horrible, and then plus 20 magic candies make it even worse. But yeah, my damage is still overall pretty alright. So, and now I'm just trying to get into a Challenger 1 guild. Some Challenger 1 guilds in Hollyberry have pretty low requirements. And I'm really hoping I can get into one. So yeah. And another goal of mine is also Grandmaster 2 Arena for reasons. But also because it's a good mix between attainable for free to play as well as being really difficult, because that is a flat top 200. Out of everybody in the entire server, only 200 people are Grandmaster 2. I know there's been a lot of free-to-play Grandmaster 1s in Hollyberry especially, but that would require a better overall account, better bonds, especially costume bonds, and then a way higher statue of Radiance. So I'm probably not even going to think about it until maybe next year, honestly, if I keep playing this account. So Grandmaster 2 is where I'm settling for, and it's something I actually haven't done in any of my previous accounts or even gotten close to, so I'll be excited to try that, and yeah, that's about it. So that is about it for the account review. If you're excited for the anniversary account that I'm doing, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and see you.